Hi, I'm Julie Deanne. Welcome to My Time Within Illuminate Your Life, where we're here to shine your light. Did you know that all of our emotions are actually serving us? They're feedback. And when we learn how to read those emotions, how to have a dialogue with our body, that's where the magic is. That's how we learn to shift things in our life. So the one emotion that I'd like to talk about today is anger, because a lot of people feel like anger is a bad thing, but it does serve a purpose. So here's the thing. Anger is energy that can be used to motivate us towards positive change, right? Because it's really telling us there's something here that needs to change. Now, it alerts us to areas where we've given up our power, where someone is being used or they're hurting us, they've crossed a boundary of some sort. It actually provides us with the fuel that we need as energy to take control, to take action and address a perceived injustice or something else that, it's telling us that this isn't right. Something has to change here. The key, though, is we have to choose an empowered action. We have to decide how to respond instead of just reacting, instead of just default acting out and just lashing out, right? So it's a signal that is worthy of our attention. And like the ego, when we learn how to train it, how to have a dialogue with it, how to address it in healthy emotional ways, that's when it actually serves us. So sometimes, you get angry and you don't even recognize why at first, or you're kind of surprised that you got angry because there may be a subconscious belief there that the anger is actually highlighting that you weren't aware of before. And so it is a good thing. But again, you have the choice on how you're going to respond when that anger bubbles up, right? And going within, taking in my time within, and asking yourself, what is this anger telling me here? What is at the root of this? What am I really angry about here? Because a lot of times, it's not even what happened out there, right? It's not that interaction. It's not that other person. It's that the experience or something that happened triggered whatever that deep-seated unconscious belief is, and it's bringing it up for your awareness so that you can then become aware of it and then decide. And decide is important because the word decide means desire from the Latin, to cut off. Decide to no longer believe that and then replace it with a more empowering belief so that you don't get triggered, you don't get angry about whatever that situation is anymore. So, learning to channel that anger energy in a more positive and a conscious way, right? With conscious deliberation is so important. Let's see, what are my notes here? Anger's like a lighter fluid. And it can be used to catapult you, right? It's like catapulting you out of the stuckness, the status quo, whatever is got you in that situation, so that you have the energy and the power and the willpower to effect positive change and make that change. So think of anger, just like we say, we're seeing red, right? So it's a huge red flashing stop sign. Danger, danger, anger, anger. Stop here, turn, change course, right? Well, what if we were paying closer attention along that path to all of the yellow warning caution lights, right? There are little things that will be irritating, that you'll find frustrating, little things that will come up along the way. And if you had listened to those, right, if we heed that guidance, those warning signals and signs, and we start to ask the questions early, why is this irritating me? Why is this causing me issues, right? Go in, meditate on it, journal about it, write about it, ask it, have a dialogue with you, say, okay, irritation, what are you telling me here? What is really at the root? And be honest with yourself, right? If it's something you're doing or something that you are truly believing that is not serving you, then you need to have that dialogue and say, okay, how can I change this? And choose the opposite. Choose an opposite belief. Because if you heed the warning signs, then you never arrive at the end where the anger is and where it erupts, right? In an explosion of emotion. Because that's what anger is. And if you change course early enough, you don't even become angry. And it's kind of, I like to think of it as anger is the boiling point, right? That's when that water, as it was heating up, if you feel the heat, if you feel all those little things that are coming up, and you switch, you turn off the eye, or you switch, you turn off the stove, or you switch eyes, right? So you get off the heat, you stop doing the irritating things, or believing that irritating belief, then you won't get to the boiling point of being angry. So it's choosing what action to take that is empowering and that can help you and serve you. And yeah, so I like to think of anger as equaling action, but empowered action. So listening to those warning signs is important. And I think the number one thing to remember is it's about balance. Being aware of how you're truly feeling. And that requires listening to your body, going within, right? It's not just about interacting with the world. The world is reflecting what parts of us that are inside. But we have to take that time to go within, to take a my time within, to sit and breathe and actually be in our bodies and feel. Think of it, I feel, therefore I am. And when you're feeling in your body and you're observing those thoughts, then you can choose a better thought that will change how you feel. And everything stems from there. So hopefully, this will encourage you and inspire you to cultivate a different relationship, not only with your own body, but with your emotions. And blessing them and thanking them and saying, thank you, emotions, for showing me somewhere where I might want to re-examine my deep-seated beliefs and discover what's at the core so I can change that and start living more in flow and experiencing more joy in life. Be luminous.